Well, folks, I'm up here at the time of, let's see, well, I guess it's around, it's 5 something right now, so I guess was around 4 or something. I woke up with someone trying to break in my home. So this ain't unusual from where I live. It's sometimes can be pretty bad at times. But I got my pistol and I'm sitting up here to make sure nobody don't get in my house and stuff. So today, this week has been very eventful. We've got the blacktop done out front of our building. That's going to be a store soon. And then let's see here. We got some more stuff we've got to do and things before we get a store up and starting and everything. So that's pretty good. But other than that, I'm wide awake, you can say. I don't know what you fellers do when you think somebody is trying to break in your home and you woke up from a good sleep, because I was sleeping good. But it ain't unusual for me to be woke up around after 4 in the morning, at times, because of all the goings on in my neighborhood. Let me just put it that way. And but you gotta look at it this way. If it wakes you up, there's a reason for it. So if it's something, bad, like you think someone's trying to break in your house, then that's a very good reason to stay awake. But usually if it's just a noise outside or the same old going on, then I usually just go back to sleep and stuff and don't let it bother me, because I got all my windows covered, because we did have a peeper Tomer coming in and peeping in our windows, and I've caught him one day. Well, it wasn't a day, it was of a night. I caught him one night doing it. Seen the little white tennis shoes underneath my mulberry tree out back. Caught her. And that's why I had to cut my mulberry trees down. And I cut all the tall growing trees too and stuff down on my property, because of the, people hiding amongst the trees out there and looking in my home. And my bedroom used to be right there, right in front of the mulberry tree. And when I woke up one night of a noise outside, I looked toward the mulberry tree, and it was all leafed out and everything, but I could see like white tennis shoes, women's white tennis shoes. And I had to call the police. I usually do call the police if I hear something, like if it's a near break-in or something. But now I just sit and wait, because in my state we have like a stand your ground rule, and I do know how to use a pistol, so I'm not really too scared, but I would dread to have to use it if I needed to. But yeah, I remember one time, this was right after my husband had passed away. Somebody was trying to break down my back door. And so I got my pistol out, and I was at the standing post in my kitchen, and I alerted them that I had a gun. And I told them, if you break my door in, you will receive something unpleasant at the other end. But they laughed. That's the most heartbreaking thing. I told them I could shoot through my door, But, you know, I did. But that's when they started to laugh. They thought it was funny to try to bust my door down and wake me up as a new widow and around 4 something in the morning. They thought it was funny. And now, because of that, that's one of the reasons why I have anxiety so much and sleeping problems. Is because of that. And, it's not funny when you cause someone harm like that. It ain't funny to try to wake somebody up constantly, you know. And now I've got so much health problems from that. It ain't funny. I've had to receive 3 units of blood because my body is so stressed out. Probably that's the reason why my iron levels is so low. And now I'm having to take 3 iron pills plus vitamin C, and now my thyroid's out because of the adrenaline probably in my system. So, I just need to talk to someone and tell someone about what I'm going through, because it ain't funny to try to break in someone's home and them telling you that they've got a gun on you and they're still laughing about it. It's not funny at all. And I don't know if it might have been some crazed dope head or just kids thinking that I was saying I had a gun, but I do. And I know how to use my gun. I've been trained how to use it. And I advise all women, or even an elderly person, if you think someone is breaking in your home, I advise that you do get a gun and you learn how to use it and you learn how to care for it, because it could save your life one day. And it's not scary to own a gun. It's not. It can be your best friend. But you need to have respect for the power of that gun. You just don't go blazing out there like a maniac if you see somebody outside. That ain't what you do with a gun. Because whatever you shoot at, you're responsible for wherever that bullet goes. And some guns you have to be careful of shooting because they're a very fatal gun, because one shot can kill. That's like the gun I have. And my husband taught me well, and he told me that if you shoot this gun at someone, it's going to kill them or maim them very seriously. And that's why I always have respect for the power of guns and stuff. And but in the neighborhood that I live in, you have to have something. You have to have something, to protect yourself. I mean, even last summer, I got shot with 2 pellets, and one almost put my eye out. And after that, I had to go on medication because of that. And also, I've had 2 relatives that got killed because of irresponsibility of gun use, and stuff. And I've got 2 sons now, and I preach to them every day, please be aware of the power of a gun. Not to be afraid of it, but to be aware and respectful. So, I'm signing off, and I wish everyone a good day. Goodbye.